somehow, as the time minutes pass in the talk, Farseer also mentions so you're some sort of like unofficial alliance of sorts, working to prevent whatever nightmares can come. She mentions a potential ally, emissary, from one Commander Farsight. And if you want, you can make...
Oh, please!
You can make some kind of knowledge roll if you know much about the guy.
Base communist! Fucking Tau, my boys.
Let's see.
Not just space
here.
communists, but like the
Brainwashing.
the Yugoslavia of space communists. To what's his name?
Creed,
Soviet
Imperium,
Union.
Tech.
Yeah, from what I read, he basically rebelled against Tau because he learned what they mean by greater good, and he didn't like it.
And the Tau don't do anything about chaos, and he thinks chaos is a really, really, really important.
That, and he also wanted to teach them the art of melee combat. Thought it'd be useful for them to be proficient in it, considering how
so probably it would be like
shit they are in general.
Knowledge roll about, I don't know, Xenos.
Would war work?
Perhaps, yeah. Maybe you wouldn't know that much, but war could work.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Would
I
that?
don't know that name.
Would that? Oh, would she? Is there a different way the Imperium refers to the Tau rather than just Tau?
It depends. Puritans refer them as filthy Xenos, yeah.
Oh yeah, but I mean like, knows it's Tau, but
The other empire.
I mean,
the newer empire, I guess, because they're the newest breed of Xenos.
Basically, with 3.6
We make
degrees on war.
Compared to the Imperium, they have a tiny amount of charge.
Yeah, they are kind of small, to be honest.
They are also the most recent.
Yeah, the oldest one are Eldar, that I remember.
Yeah.
They are going way back to War in Heavens 60 million years
oldest
ago.
are the next.
Yeah, oldest are Necrontyr and old ones. But yeah, so
does he not lead a contingency of?
With war, you know this, that he is...
she's basically just going to say lead a contingency of Tau that have been trained in melee combat. So rebelled against the
like, probably the most renowned battle commander in history of Tau.
Is he not the most renowned battle master in the history of their the new empire?
And yeah, Caden doesn't really comment, but yeah, he lets the matter resolve on its own, and probably like offers some comments if you something along the lines that if you think he can work with us, and if you can figure something out unofficially, then we can proceed. And then of course there's a whole lot of different talking about like unofficial channels, making sure that other craft worlds on Eldar side and Senate will not get wind of it, of this meeting and other fun stuff. Yeah, this, and then Caden especially looks at you and mentions that due to this unforeseen, unpleasant, unnecessary, fuck, I'm looking for, never mind. Due to these circumstances, I believe you will have to wait a few more days as we'll go through replacements for your crew. I believe I might have some candidates in mind, but that will require time. Yeah, he says that, and then... crap.
I assume you would still have us board Maximilian's ship.
Indeed, unless something changes, because for today I believe we all have too much emotion. But in the morning tomorrow, I shall meet with him, and he will, be very inspected in detail. As in, he suggests that some Medicare and / interrogator will have fun with him. Of course, within reason. He is still peer of Imperium, and apart from suspicion, you don't really have any concrete proof to accuse him. So it would be well within his right to decline being subjected to interrogators and their mercies, but who knows how this will go.
I might suggest using a telepath.
Oh, of course, and and then like a small chuckle and like you think this is like his disappointed face, but like kind of mockery. I thought, Xanthis, that you knew me well. That you knew me better. Of course there will be a telepath.
Oh, I do. I just like to micromanage certain things that I find important.
He will be screened, that's all you really need to know. If there will be something suspicious, well, let to be said that you will get a first throw of his unpleasant fate. Or you will be informed of developments. So we have that you will have to wait a moment, a few more days for replacements. Yeah, basically from my side as DM, I think I went with all important points of that meeting. But if you want to take one or the other to the side and talk with them about something, you are free to go.
Not for the moment, at least on my end.
Alright.
Oh.
Yeah, so they said like something on the lines of we'll stay in contact and whatnot. Maybe some very vaguely allude potential of air quotes reward and whatnot. And then they leave. And yeah, the agent takes like burnt remains of Katie's body. I don't want to think what happened with Ignatius' body. It was dealt with.
Moriana's stripping it.
And then it's like probably burnt to charcoal to ash. And then
taking the plasma gun and would collect the knocked away cartridge, bring it back over to Xanthis and say, I do believe the captain of your... No, it's not regiment, is it? It's too small.
Platoon.
Platoon.
Oh,
Yeah.
platoon.
Captain of your platoon could benefit from using this.
Yeah, you would definitely be right.
It should be in better hands as well.
Damn. Good thinking, Moriana. I hadn't even thought about that.
Well, it would appear that I'm the brains behind this operation after all, anyway.
I should take offense to that, but considering
it's been a
what's
long
just
day
happened.
already.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Actually, let me check if she's grinning a little bit or not. Oh, you could swear that her lips were somewhat quivering for a brief moment, but yeah, for the most part, she remains stone-faced.
At any rate, I think... Sheesh. Hold what would he say to this? Good. Emperor preserve us. Half the cadre, no, more than half of the cadre, has died within 1 month. First the Inquisitor, then the Assassin, then the Primaris. Intriguing. The entire makeup of this cadre has changed.
You sound you sound ever so surprised. It's inevitable things would end up changing.
No, I'm not surprised. I'm merely musing. Is Caden still there? No, you said they left, right?
He can be. No, I mentioned that Eldar left because remember he brought you here with his teleport power, so he is your way out.
Oh, fair enough. To say this next part?
Yes.
Oh, what he's saying is, I'm simply musing over the fact that all of the Puritan elements of our cadre are gone.
And if the Emperor truly backed those that remained purist and most devout, fanatical almost, then our roles would have been reversed.
The very fact that we survive, it gives me more hope. Not hope. It makes me feel as though my belief is truly the correct one. But even beyond the spiritual, this makes our jobs much easier.
Do bear in mind that it was I that coaxed you along this path. We are as much to blame as one another.
If you're talking about the path of radicalism, I was along that path long before we met, Moriana. Or if you're referring to the entire plan with the Severan Dominant, yes, I'll give you credit for that one.
The Eldar.
Your idea, my powers. So yes, I suppose we are in it together.
Oh yeah, now I recognize, like in that talk probably Kaden mentioned something that is a shame that it happened, and now that you talk about it, he also mentions, well, Puritans are required for Imperium, they have their uses.
I have no particular problem with Puritans, Lord Inquisitor. It's when they allow their Puritanism, is the word, Puritanism to blind them that I have the problem. The same can be said of the radicals. Same can be said of radicals, but it's when they allow themselves to become narrow-minded that I have a problem. And quiet, Cadus, there are no ghosts in 40k. And the Legion of the Damned doesn't count.
Yeah, it's like, I didn't take that one, go away. You weren't Amara. You don't know me.
Still debating on that, but whatever.
They're Puritan because they are narrow-minded.
It's when they allow that narrow-mindedness to get in the way of progress, then I don't care. You know what I mean, damn it.
Yeah, but when do they not?
That's exactly the problem.
That is why they will. That is why their kind will remain nothing but tools for hire.
So that's
let's not waste
Puritan Inquisitor.
time and delving into that. Yeah, he knows what he's talking. He knows what you're talking about. He knows what
Oh, she practically wiped that fact all over Lyra's face every time she could.
Basically, let's get out of here.
I'm good.
Like,
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna make you sad, John.
Why?
My character's Noble-born.
I don't mind nobles.
Why is that a saddening thing?
Yeah, that hadn't seemed like it.
My sororitas hated them. This character doesn't really care.
Okay.
Why did
And that is the part. Unless it's at the point where it's like, oh, you've got to kiss my ring, mooch, smooch, smooch, smooch. Oh, yes, I am better than you, Herbiter. Then it's just annoying, not because they're noble.
Joe's not like that.
Yeah, exactly.
He's annoying, but he's annoying in different ways.
Oh joy, this should be interesting.
Well, I mean, there is one positive. Well, there is one positive thing. If you do end up becoming that annoying and so overboard, then you're going to be a hell of a lot easier to kill than an assassin. Your books will not save you.
Knowledge is power, son.
It's annoying in the sense that, okay, he is a noble from a pleasure world.
Oh,
Grew up
Jesus.
with books.
Oh, God, I can tell he's going to be like, ew, what happened to you? You're ugly.
Naive and just, like, everything's fine. That Imperium is a wonderful place. Xenos are fun.
I would really like to have a closer inspection of those Eldar. Or Tau, or other races that won't bite your head off at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, that's one of the things. If you're interested, but probably nobody asking characters, so that's I'll just say.
God, oh my God! If we actually,
we'd have to do something really special for them to give us access.
Wait! If we bro it up with Farsight, will we get? Can we get our own battle suits?
Jesus Christ!
He's what?
Why not?
Could you be more radical?
Even be held on a stick in the mud, Damco.
How Chris's suits are not meant for humans.
Yeah.
Well,
your legs bend the wrong way. Rather, their legs bend the wrong way.
I will chop my legs off.
You're a biologically not
do Guevasa, don't they get any?
No, they
have humans.
I know they get. I know they have access to their technology if they pledge their allegiance to Tau.
They're given the they're given whatever their rifles are called, and they're put in auxiliaries, but they do not get battle suits. No.
Yeah, if you were trying to get
shield drones,
even Xanthus would be like, "Yeah, that's too far. You don't no suit."
Shield. What's the difference? You got a power suit. I'll just have a battle suit. You know. Because
it's obviously Xenos tech, and
they won't know I'm a Xenos. They won't know I'm a Xenos. I'm fully covered in the armor.
Literally, any Puritan that saw you would try to kill you on sight.
They wouldn't know I was there. I'd be inside, encased in the suit of armor.
They would see the suit.
Yeah, they would see the suit.
Battle suit. Yeah, but they think it might just be a Tau in there.
Yes, they would kill it. They would shoot at it.
Please.
Okay, yes, you're right. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Basically, to give an explanation, because last time you saw him, he kind of mentioned that due to his failure, he might not be very well welcomed, or have or he might get some sort of punishment from his Farseer. But this one was kind of very nice and cool with him. So basically, what happened is that. She didn't exactly mention that, but her current position at Craftworld is not that high. She's not the biggest fish in the pond. So maybe So that's maybe one of the reasons she seeks this alliance for her own purposes. And she basically snatched / stealed Fanbus from that other overseer, because otherwise he was wasting his time.
That's fine.
And that's why I mentioned when I said that part of his markings on armor were changed, that were showing to which Farseer he belonged, so that changed. Anyway, so that was this. We're gonna deal with Fallout on the ship, because priests will definitely have some questions, like for example where Cadis is there. We're gonna deal with that next session. And unless you want something specific idea how you join, we're gonna do it the simplest way. It's just like after a few days, Caden just informs you. Caden comes along the ship, or maybe not him exactly, but he calls you to Conclave, and then in the room there is Joe and Sigmund, and they will be your new members of Cadra.
Ooh.
But we're gonna do the descriptions and introductions next time.
Sounds good.
So basically, for those who survive, because the new characters, they roll for their own fate points and whatnot. Those who survive, they are basically
Blessed by fate.
Not blessed by fate, but what I want to say that you obviously regain fate points. And I'm gonna say if you burned a fate point in this session, then you receive, like, you get one burnt fate point, but only one.
Yeah, I get my fate point back.
Obviously up to your threshold.
Yeah.
Apart from that, oh my god. Obviously the new characters, they have the same amount of XP as the current characters have.
Cool. Good to know.
And for this session... oh boy, how should I... but there was drama, but there was not really much of a fighting, and there was like fighting between you.
Hey, killing a Death Court assassin was hard.
Would have been a lot harder if Gabriel had known how a particular...
Would have been a lot harder if Ignatius didn't suck ass.
That is also true.
and to be fair...
I'm joking, by the way.
Don't throw factual
if the rolls went well, then you could have won and then died from the Caden. But I got the feeling that, maybe not Demko, but especially Gabriel, that he really played that I want to cripple your characters, not kill them.
Yeah, in fairness.
Anyways, without today's XP, I think what people had was, I'm gonna check on Moriana. I don't know if you updated.
This is my current XP spend.
On Moriana's current, yeah.
Ooh,
So
okay.
that's without today's, and for today's session, yeah, I'm still gonna give you only 350.
Oh, nice, I'll put me up to 400.
Cool,
That
the
will
guy.
be it for a session, and I'm